Well, it's been a while since we've taken the little 12-foot John boat out for a ride. It's been a very long while, actually. And so that's what we're doing today. Hi, I'm Wayne the Boat Guy. And today we're going to take a ride in my little 12-foot John boat. So I woke up this morning and I really wanted to go boating. And my big boat's out of commission again. Power steering cooler has gone bad in it, so can't take it out anywhere. And I was trying to think about what to do today because it's a great day to be out in the water. And it dawned on me, I hadn't taken this little boat out since I first bought it and tested it out to see if it was seaworthy. It hasn't been on the water since. So I rectified that today. First, I had to dig it out of the weeds in the backyard and dug it all out of the weeds. And there was a lot of little critters and stuff living inside of it. Luckily, just insects. Quickly rinsed the interior of it out. Realized this boat had not been stickered since 1997. So it's been 24 years since this boat has been legally registered on the water. And so I installed my new stickers because the boat is completely legal and registered. And I realized it's been a little while since we ran our Mercury 2.5. So not nearly as long as it's been since this boat's been sitting, but it's been a little while since I've run the Mercury 2.5. And then I remembered the safety lanyard issue that I have with this outboard. And I remember when I bought it, the guy said, this isn't the right safety lanyard for it, but this will work. And so I've been using that, but it's backwards. The clip is on the wrong end, the loop doesn't fit on there. So I went out to my local shop and picked up the right one for it. And it's nice because it's on a little like springy bungee here, so this thing's a million times better than what I had. And of course I did a little test run, make sure the engine was working properly. These are all good things to do before you take your boat out. And then I made sure I had everything I needed to come out in the water today. According to the U.S. Coast Guard and the state of Maryland, there's some required equipment we're supposed to have on board, even our little John boat. First thing is a PFD for everybody who's going to be on board. Secondly, since we have an engine, we need a fire extinguisher. Thirdly, we need an ignition safety switch. We have that. A horn, whistle, or bell. We happen to have just purchased a brand new whistle. And there's also one on my PFD. Certificate of vessel number on board. That would be this piece of paper here, and there's our registration stickers. But besides our safety equipment, what else should we be bringing with us on the boat? I have this crate right here where I keep some of my stuff. In that crate, we keep an anchor. I'll put the fire extinguisher in there. We're gonna stick the whistle in there. A little bit of line, another bit of line. This boat doesn't need it, but here's a drain plug for the other boat. And you might recognize these. These are our battery-operated lights. Here's our spare engine safety cord, a bailing bucket, a portable VHF radio, sunblock, vehicle registration, a seat cushion, a waterproof cell phone case, spare fuel, a funnel, a backup engine, and because it's hot today, a nice big hat. Yeah, so loaded up the boat, put it on the other boat's trailer. First time I tried that out, that worked great, and brought it down to the marina. Now I'll be honest, the jury's still out on whether or not I'm going to keep this boat. Right here where I'm sitting in this creek, it's great. There's no wind right now and this thing's fine. And it's a great little boat. But I get out there on the river and it's a different story. It's a little small and its sides are a little bit low for being out in our river. And the other boat, my V-hulled boat, seems to do a little bit better out there. But this one, it's a little challenging. There was the minorest of wakes from another boat coming into the creek here, and I had to cut across it just right, and there was a little bit of splashing. But this is a great boat. And it's completely dry. My other one leaks just a little bit. This one does not leak a drop of water. I mean, it is bone dry in here. And I've been out here on the water now for probably a half an hour. One of the great things about a little boat like this is the pure simplicity of it. There's not even a drain plug. This John boat it's just an aluminum tray. That's all it is. The only thing this has on it is some handles on the front and the back, and some oar holders. That's it. There's no rod holders, there's no drain plug, there's nothing. It's just a tray. And that's pretty cool. There's nothing to break down, there's nothing to go wrong. It's either leaking or it isn't leaking, and everything else is a bolt-on piece, or you just bring it aboard. But for the waters that I boat around here, it's just a little bit small. And as I say, it's very very low-sided. I mean, my fingers touch the water when I'm sitting here. If I reach down with my arm, my fingers are in the creek, and it's really not much more than a kayak. But I can fit a lot more stuff in it than I can in a kayak. And it's funny because this 2.5 horsepower Mercury seems like a heck of a lot of engine on this thing. I'm not even actually able to wind it all the way up. I think partly because I need to position the engine out from the transom just a little bit differently than I do with my V-hull, because it seems to cavitate as soon as it gets going. And what that means is that there ends up being sort of an air pocket behind the transom of the boat, so that the propeller is not getting biting into the water really well, and the water pump might not even be sucking up water to be able to cool the engine. So it kind of gets a little bit of a swirl effect going back there, and so I have to keep letting off of it. I can't really wind it up too hard. Now this boat here would be fantastic for doing a little bit of fishing out here in the creek. I mean, it's just right here in the creek. But I get out there in the river and it's a bit of a handful. So I'm sitting back in a creek again. Went out to the island, but there was a lot of other people out there. I pulled up along the shore, and there was a lot of families who were swimming and people playing music, and I didn't want to interfere. I did learn a little lesson though. Whenever you're when you got a John boat and you pull it up on the beach, the waves break over the back of it. So I got probably about 3 gallons of water in the back of the boat here that I had to bail out. And then I used an empty water bottle to get the rest of it out. So one of these little 12-foot John boats, little cheap old 12-foot John boat. Yeah, if you're fishing or going into creeks or ponds, this thing is great. I mean, it's real nice for that. You know, you're sitting right here, you're close to the water. It's easy, it's light. I mean, I can pick this thing up and carry it around. This boat isn't really well suited for my river and for a lot of what I do. If I did some more fishing, probably better suited, but I don't fish. This is grapefruit. It's very good. So I still can't decide what I'm going to do with this boat. A 14 or a 16 footer might be kind of nice too. Let's ride back over to home.